Oh, really? Are you recording me for audio?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm trying to get some blurbs.
I didn't know it was happening.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm recording. Is that okay?
It's okay. I just need to know so I don't say anything wrong.
There's nothing wrong. What do you think about... Can we step over here so the audio will be a little clearer?
Sure. I'm a little drunk. You can have this behind you.
I might sexually assault you. I'm sorry. This is what I'm known for.
The joke is on you. I'll like it. It'd be dope.
It would be dope?
Yeah, it'd be dope to do more than one mic a night.
Well, you realize that the proprietors of this mic are upset that is the person who's running the one-in-one socket. They're not very happy with her for having a mic on the same night. What do you have to say about that, if anything?
Is it a different time? At the same time?
I think that it's basically at the same time.
The worst thing in the world because who cares? But also, probably should, give it an extra hour. But
How do you feel about her?
do we have to record those thoughts? I don't like her, really. I mean, she's a great woman. Very strong, very empowering. I don't know. This is uncomfortable
Okay,
now.
no.
I don't like...
So you would be okay with there being two different open mics if they were at different times?
Let's go back to that. Yes, there should be two. It's fine that there's two open mics at the same time. You can have both. Do both. You're going to have a round. You'll have somebody be drinks, even multiple places. It makes a lot of sense that it would be two mics. It's not, Rhode Island's a small state, but it's still a city. It's still a place. It's also 40 minutes away. It's fine. It's also far enough that it's not going to affect any business here. Two mics are fine. One state, there could be two mics in one night. It's not insane.
So you think that you think that there's enough business to go around?
Absolutely. Don't put out that I don't like...
I won't.
Okay.
Do you have any parting words on...
She's terrifying.
Do you have any parting words about the nature of open mics?
It's enough to go around. It's all good. No one should have it. No one should make a big deal out of it. It's stupid.
Can we just say a comic?
No.
That's the way we should do it, yes.
I just would rather not.
Okay. Can I tell it like it's my story?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
No, that's not. I don't like that.
Well,
actually.
because we'll have to be
that's stolen valor.
No, I'm
That's
okay with
first of all, it's stolen valor.
Yes,
and second of all, we'll have to be so what happened back there, John? And you'll have to
and
be
I'm
well,
going to get details wrong. So.
We're going to try recording again.
I really need to know what happened now, though.
Stolen valor. Well, you'll be able
Don't-
to find out
don't
tonight.
you?
Dylan, you'll be able to find out tonight.
He's
Okay,
not always at
relax.
Rick's. He's not always at Rick's. He'd probably be at the Providence one.
I think he's going to the New I'm going to assume he's going to the New Bedford one with Brianna. Whatever the
Brianna.
fuck. What is it?
I think it's Brianna.
Brianna?
Especially
It's
after that whole
BRIE.
thing that happened.
N.A.
Brianna?
Yeah. She looks like a Brian.
talking
She looks like a Brian.
Well,
Cut that part out. I don't want
Well, none of this is going anywhere. Alright. You'll be able to find out tonight. Dylan, you'll be able to find out tonight.
Yeah, that's not bad.
This is going anywhere. I'll turn up your gain a little bit.
Yeah, put on my overdrive. I want to sound like a rock star voice. I want to sound like Robert Plant, but not in his prime. That's almost too hard to shoot for. Let's shoot for Robert Plant when he was with the Honey Drippers. You know?
Did you know they tried out Rod Stewart for Led Zeppelin before Robert Plant?
I didn't.
Yeah. That happened.
That was a good call on their part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although you can kind of actually see some of the vocal similarities. Actually,
Not that I dislike Rod Stewart necessarily. I like Maggie May,
Stewart.
but
You don't like handbags and glad rags?
I don't think he would have been the right voice for
For Zeppelin,
Led Zeppelin.
let's
Yeah.
just say his lyrics. might have
Robert
been a little
Plant is
different.
barely the right voice for Led Zeppelin.
Yeah, they should have gotten Dio, like very young Dio.
Or Meatloaf.
I don't know.
You're right. Dio would have been an interesting. But he can really.
Yeah.
Robert Plant apparently was pitch corrected sometimes.
Yeah, it's-
even
how'd
back
they
then.
even do that
I love
back
when
then?
people complain
About
about
him now.
about music being corrected now.
Well,
They've
now
been
it's-
correcting music for forever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like I mean, now it's. Like,
And people
the-
misunderstand what auto-tune is. Like, people think that T-Pain is what auto-tune is. They use auto-tune on everything.
Yeah, autotune.
T-Pain
Hendrix
just
used
uses
autotune in
the robot thing.
the All Along the Watchtower guitar solo. That was a form of archaic autotune where it just would put you a pitch above or a pitch below the note you're supposed to be playing.
That's basically
That's
all
what
it
autotune
does,
is, except
so they can
autotune
correct a note
now has like
or
some sort of basic AI to correct knows where you want to go with it. You know?
if you go the T-Pain route.
Yeah.
But you don't even. Mostly, it's just used so that if they get a note wrong, they don't have to do a whole another take. They can put in a note.
They can just pump it
from-
up because it's trash music that's meant to just be fucking one take and you're done.
I think they do it on almost everything, though.
Yeah.
Now, well, because music just sucks.
Well, there would be no hip hop at this point without that.
Yeah.
None of these guys can do anything.
Music, when you have to try, no, hip hop wouldn't exist anymore. I mean, might be like Kendrick Lamar or whatever.
Well, yeah.
But I've fallen
Kendrick
off.
Lamar, J. Cole.
I've fallen off on all that stuff.
I do.
Hip hop
care.
would still exist.
Yeah,
You know what? Maybe rock would exist.
I don't think trap wouldn't exist.
No, a track wouldn't. All right, let's stop.
Yeah, I don't know why they killed.
If anything, trap would be the easiest to make without auto-tune because it's so mindless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They just couldn't do the auto-tune parts.
Although you can kind of actually see some of the similarities actually. Steamer, like handbags and glove racks. For Zeppelin, let's just say his lyrics might have been a little different. Yeah, they should have gotten Dio, like very young Dio. I don't know.
I love hearing like muted Dylan in the back.
Yeah, it's how'd they even do that back then? About him now. Well, now it's.
All right, I think that's pretty decent. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that sounds good. Turn the master up just a bit.
I don't even know how to turn the master on.
No, the playback.
The general
Like how
mix is too quiet.
The general what?
Like just let me hear the playback just louder.
I can't.
Oh, you
That's
can?
as loud
Oh,
as
it's
it
a
goes.
laptop, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm used to, I have the Xbox, so I can just like hit up
Blast it.
YouTube, and that's how I listen to it. So
Yeah.
I'm used to listening to it pretty loud.
Here, Gilly, you can hold this. And actually, let me do it. I'll do the intro. Welcome back to another episode of the Lazy Susans podcast. I am Glenn Ginnish. This is Dylan Walsh.
I'm Dylan Walsh.
He is Dylan Walsh. And guys, we've got a real treat for you today. We've got our first guest, the inaugural guest, the guy who's taking our cherry. John Tyler is here.
Oh, you stole my hacky joke.
Did I?
Yeah. Hey, what's going on, guys?
You want to go with the hymen?
I mean, yeah, I guess
You're
it's
fucking me too hard, John.
just.
I need you to
I'm,
slow down, John.
I don't know. I forget how I stumbled upon your podcast. I think when you was like pumping it up on Instagram or something,
That would be me.
and it was the Twincest episode, and I was just like, oh, hook, line, and sinker. They got Twincest drama at Rick's. This is like half my life. You know, it's like you guys are really speaking to me. I don't know if I'm a good, like, I liked the podcast. I like that you sound like you're always in pain when you're talking. And there's something about that that's like endearing, you know. And just like I don't know if I'm a good barometer, you know, because I know all the references. Like I know everybody you're talking about, and I know you guys. So I don't know if that means like this podcast is going to be successful because I like it. You know, I don't listen to many of the local ones. So
Well, you like Cumtown, right?
I'm a cum boy, yeah.
I'm a cum boy.
Yeah.
And I'm a hardcore cum boy.
And we were both O&A fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, the cum boys talk a lot about local people.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, you're supposed to know who Dan Ninen is,
Yeah.
but you wouldn't if you didn't look at, you know. So I think that we can get away with local
Yeah.
references, and
That's
I think it adds. That's our flavor.
That's been part of the joy of being a cum boy is learning who Dan Ninen is, learning who
Oh, yeah.
Tom Myers is. They talk about this other guy, Greg Behanish. They talk about this other guy, Mike Diesel.
My favorite is Ian.
Oh,
I love Ian.
Ian Fidance. Yeah,
Yeah.
when they're just talking shit about him. I mean, he's a good comic in his own right. He's just their punching bag. You know?
I love the episode where they tell Adam he's off the show, and you can just hear Adam in the background the whole time, like, guys, if you could just please give me a microphone, as he just keep on going, like, Ian, keep telling the story. So what was going on? You were getting fucked by a tranny? What exactly?
I was looking for markers. I can't do an Ian Fidance impression.
Dude, he's talking about drinking hand sanitizer and all this.
Yeah.
He's such a dirtbag.
Come on, you gotta try it.
Yeah.
I can't do a Delaware accent for the life of me.
I don't think I can either.
No. I went to Baltimore once, and that accent is just trash.
Bomber?
It's
You
what do
went
they call
to Bomber?
it? Baltimore. Yeah.
Maryland's a real weird one. I got a buddy
Yeah.
down in Baltimore, and they don't say the T, you know.
Bomber?
Yeah, it's Baltimore.
So you can't hear the T. So, but they also do weird things like it's like home. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Not, it's not quite north. It's not
My
quite south.
co-host for the evening,
They call cigarettes bugs down there.
Fugs.
Yeah, that really got me going.
That's a good one.
It's like a weird mix of the Philly accent and a Southern accent.
Yeah. Well, people think the Philly accent
Right?
is his own like distinct thing, but Baltimore is
It's
like
the
a harder Philly
transatlantic
accent.
accent or whatever.
Well, transatlantic
Not
was that top
transatlantic.
one.
What
Yeah. Transatlantic was like, well, you're all sixes and
North
sevens.
Atlantic. North Atlantic accent.
Mid-Atlantic.
Mid-Atlantic.
We're North
Whatever,
Atlantic,
man.
yeah.
You know.
You
You know what
know.
I was trying to... Something Atlantic.
Okay.
They sound like Ariel's dad.
I guess
Right?
so.
Atlantic.
I'm not
Atlantic Cup.
such a Disney file that I remember what Ariel's dad
Well,
sounded
they
like.
live in Atlantica.
Wasn't he one of the like sexual references that Disney hid? Like, wasn't there like he was supposed to have an erection or something?
No, it was
It was the castle in the
the
castle.
VHS cover.
Yeah, looked like a bunch of dicks.
Yeah,
Like a whole bunch of dicks, not just one dick, like many dicks.
I don't.
you should
I
probably
don't know if
explain
it was
that.
actually in the movie. It was on the VHS cover.
I don't mean to.
It looked like there was a dildo on. I mean, it's
Yeah.
pretty obvious that's what it was.
I don't mean to like produce the show for you. I think you guys should explain that you're using the same mic and switching back and forth.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you're gonna hear like Dylan in the background.
Well, this is going to be
Yeah.
nice because now, like, we're not going to talk over each other, which is ideally what's going to happen.
The last episode, you guys talked over each other a lot, and it was very enjoyable. All those cuts, and I'm like, what they just. I know you were
love
talking
that
about
he's
somebody.
here because he's totally just going to affirm all of the things I've been saying the whole
No.
time this show's been going.
No, I don't know how an outside like I'm
Before or after you guys suck open Anthony's cocks?
like listen. I'm a Lazy Susan's insider. Okay, it's me and Jeffrey Joseph. I'm
Just shoot me now.
I don't know. It's like shit. I had something I wanted to say about him earlier, but now I don't remember.
At least now, when I get up to do things, there'll be two. You can have somebody so you won't run out of breath trying to fuck. He gets so mad when I like try to get up for a drink, because if you ever hear Glenn like trailing off and then like Dylan, that means I went up and got a beer or something.
Yeah. Would you ever have Jeffrey Joseph on?
We actually, that's a funny thing that you said. Jeff, if he's listening to this, we told him we would have him on. I mean, I don't know if he's going to make the top 10. You know, let's just say that. He may be the guy who just keeps getting bumped. You know, like, yeah. So I think that's probably, we're an equal opportunity employer.
Well,
so.
I don't know, like, what... All he does, he gets on stage.
I
And
would
he's
say we
just-
would have him on after he developed a little more.
He won't develop though. All he'll talk about, it's crazy how he knows like, dude, he like at Pub on Monday, he got on stage and I was like the only like kind of regular comic there. It was like me and like that new girl Mary Russo sitting there, and he's just like, John Tyler, hey, I heard you got the attic now and you're doing this and this and this and this and this. I'm like, how does he fucking know everything I'm doing? Like, he knew like my next 3 laid out dates at the attic, like what they're gonna be, and I don't think I've announced one of them yet, so it's really weird.
For somebody who's as obsessed with stand-up comedy, you would think he might write a joke.
Yeah, and then it's like, dude, tell a joke. Oh, you gotta pay me $1 for that. I need to make some money for my jokes. And it's just like,
It's like he's trying to do like some sort of bullshit Andy Kaufman thing. I don't really know, but
I just think he's new to stand up, and he's probably used to like holding. He's probably used to being the funny guy wherever it was that he was doing things before, and now he's around a whole bunch of funny people, and he resents a little bit that people don't automatically think he's the funniest in the room. I see I see potential in him. I think that it's possible because, you know what? I've been annoying.
what?
Believe it
What?
or not, I've been annoying, and I've probably had people say similar things about me. Like, Dylan all he does is just stupid dick jokes, and he'll never be interesting. You know?
But here's the thing. You've probably, I've only seen, you were already like 2 or 3 years in when I started, so I didn't see you at the beginning, but I'm guessing you were always at least sort of funny. Like, you weren't... Like, Jeffrey Joseph has yet to have a good set. He's well over... Like, he started right before the pandemic, so he had shitty timing. But he was coming to Mike's, like, during last summer and fall and shit. And he's been coming back since they've gotten back in the spring, and now everything's open. He hasn't had, like, one good joke.
Well, I still think he could.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't think you should discount anyone. No, you guys express yourselves however you want. You know, it's
no,
not
it'd be
just
different.
I can't lie. I feel bad. I don't want it to be a pile on. Someone has to say, like,
okay.
He might be all right someday, you know?
Yeah, so
Jeffrey, I think you should keep on trying.
Yeah, but keep on trying. Stop, like...
But you are putting people off.
Yes, stop talking to, like... Sit down and have a conversation with us about, like, what we're doing. Don't get on stage.
Welcome to the John McKinley Gossip Hour. John
Tyler.
John Tyler Gossip Hour.
John McKinley was a president that was assassinated.
yeah. Also, Taylor was also a president. Like, he's just mixing up his 18th century presidents, 19th century presidents.
Dylan knows my name. He's just... I think this was a conversation we had the other day, too. Were we talking about John McKinley?
I don't know your name. Just for the record, I don't know your name. And you just said it a couple of minutes ago. But it's not just you. I don't know anyone's name. Yeah. Unless you, like, had been doing stand-up for a while when I started. I know those people's name. And if you're around for, like, 3 years, I might know. I know your first name.
Yeah.
Finally, it took a while.
Yeah. I'm 2 years in, so I got 1 year to go before I got Dylan clout. Okay.
He only knows mine because I gave him a ride home.
Yeah. Oh, I'm giving him a ride tonight, so maybe that'll be my golden ticket.
That is a good, young comics out there, if you want some Dylan clout, rides always work. I have to remember your name because I'm going to try to talk to you I can get another ride.
Can't wait for Jeffrey Joseph to hear this and we're just never seeing Dylan again because he offers you a ride.
Oh, dude! Well, actually,
I'm standing up for him.
I know.
We haven't even actually discussed this is a good transition into the the situation with the Monday mic. I love how this is just turning into local broadcast TV for like stand-up comedy. You know,
I think we should think local, act global, or something. You know, what's that?
How globally bullshit.
I think people all around the country would be interested in hearing us talk shit about comics in this one particular place. I think it makes good radio.
Yeah. No, I think the obscurity is like an irony of just talking about a tertiary comedy market is probably something that could like get you a big audience. You know, because right now it's all about obscurity and irony. Like that's the world we live in today.
It's like a fractal.
Yeah.
It's like a fractal. Like, if we were just talking about the scene in New York, it would be like, oh, everything's about the scene in New York. But we're just talking about this obscure city that most people probably haven't even heard of. And then even more obscurely, the 30-person comedy scene. Like, I think that because it's so specific, it could have mass appeal.
Yeah.
It could be one of the... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I'm saying the same thing you're saying.
Basically.
It's so dumb, it's smart. I get it.
Yeah, basically. And that's like part of the... It's like...
I love how I'm just like jacking off a mic on either side. Like, these two guys have mics, and I'm just running between the two of them, fucking taking the... Just... Like, cocks.
Yeah, you're having a doubles threesome with the fucking microphones.
It's pretty hot.
there has to be one girl...
Well, I'm
for
a
their-
twink in this room.
Yeah, you are. Well, I'm not hairy enough to be a bear, but I would be if I could.
Yeah, me and Glenn are kind of like, I guess cubs. Because
Like,
we're fat, but neither of us are hairy. And I heard a cub is actually in the gay community like kind of a hot commodity.
I bet it is.
Yeah, like we would do well.
I've gotten a lot of free drinks at gay bars.
I went into one gay bar once by accident. I'm not
I think
homophobic,
you guys are more like naked mole rats, but carry on.
I'm not like homophobic, but let me tell you the one story about it's not good to preface with I'm not homophobic, but
I got this one black friend, but
yeah,
I'm not
no.
racist.
I was in
And then
Albany.
we will get back to the other thing.
I was in Albany in like 2015, and I was just like walking from bar to bar. There's like one little square in Albany that's like worth checking out the nightlife there. Albany sucks. Don't ever go there. But I was in Albany in 2015, and I'm just hopping from bar to bar and not paying attention to where I'm going. And I walk into one, and just see an open seat at the bar, go straight to the bar, and I'm just looking at the liquor selection because at the time I was a very functional alcoholic. Now I'm a non-functional alcoholic. But I was a very functional alcoholic, and I was just like looking at him like, what do I want to get to drink? Let's try something different. And I'm sitting at the end of not the corner seat of the bar, not like at the, but at the end of the straight front part of the bar. I don't know it's like the corner seat, but there's still another seat like in front of me to my right. You know what I'm saying? And I can feel a pair of eyes on me, like, because I'm looking at, like, back towards the liquors, but I feel a pair of eyes on me. I turn my head to the right, and it's just, like, this very, like, blonde, twinkish kid, young, wearing, like, a loose tank top, and I was just, like, he's just grilling me, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. I didn't, like, put two and two together. It was just, okay, whatever. Look back, like, looking for the bartender, like, come on, where is... And he's, like, being really friendly with these guys, and I'm like, oh, you must know these guys. Whatever, I'll give him a minute. And now this guy, who I had looked at and not really paid any mind to, that was grilling me, is like leaning towards me and like coming towards me. And I was just like, okay, all right, this is kind of weird. And I spun around, did like a full 180. And I just see like dudes with their dicks out on the dance floor, like rubbing their dicks together. And I was just like,
Best bar ever.
oh shit.
Jackpot.
And I swear to God, like I was probably 10 feet from the door. I swear to God, my fucking ass bounced off that chair, and my feet didn't touch the floor. Like, I got straight from the chair to the sidewalk without touching the floor somehow.
Why? Wait,
I don't
what do
know.
you think they
Like,
were
it's
gonna
not
you
that
thought
I'm
you were gonna
homophobic.
get raped by the black.
It was just
I love
something
that I just started saying black
No.
guys. You didn't imply they were black.
I mean,
By the gay
Albany's
guys,
a good
you thought
mix.
gay guys were just gonna like hold you down.
No, it was just such a shock. It was just such a shock. It's like
How did you
it's like
walk in
walking
there
in the
without
bathroom in your mother's.
realizing?
It's like walking in the bathroom.
You didn't see
at
the
home.
dudes rubbing dicks on the way in?
No, I didn't. I was just looking straight at the empty bar seat, straight at the liquor selection. I really had just like tunnel vision. I told you I was a functional.
That is not.
I'm a
no, but
functional.
this is what I'm saying. That's not a functional alcoholic. If
No.
you're so focused on liquor that you miss a display of dudes rubbing their cocks together, you have a problem, my friend. Jesus.
I don't know. I had a good job.
Johnny,
at the
we're
time.
going to talk about that in your fifth step because I feel like you're leaving something out there that something might have happened.
Yeah.
my butt got up and my feet never touched the floor because a dude was holding me up wheelbarrow style and fucking me all the way there. Can you imagine how buff that dude was that he wheelbarrow style fucked John?
Yeah. Oh,
John's a big boy. You can't see, but to just pick him up and just to the door.
Yeah, we'll do a group pic for the thumbnail.
I've been taking pictures of you all day.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, you do that. I don't mind because it's not like they wind up somewhere, you know.
yeah. For the most part. Wait. But you know who does take pictures of us when? Jeffrey fucking Joseph.
He posted
and
a
he
set.
posts that shit.
He posted a set of mine on Facebook without asking. Just a random set
Good job.
at Rick's.
Proud
Posted
of
it
you.
on my Facebook, or posted it on Facebook for like the world to see. Didn't ask me. It was just from a random open mic. I was worried it was going to be the one at Rick's where I said the N-word by accident, but luckily it wasn't that one.
He said by accident.
Yeah, it kind of flew out of my mouth one day at Rick's.
That's the problem with saying that word is it's in the Rolodex.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you go.
I had to stop saying it altogether after that. Like, I don't even say it in the shower anymore.
What? Just
Did you see that faraway look?
I didn't. Oh yeah. Oh, in John's eyes, yeah, I did. He was picturing himself in the shower.
I
dropping.
miss saying that in the shower.
Did you just say it over and over and over again, like it's like
yeah,
your
yeah,
OCD
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah. You're like, I can't get out of the shower until I say it 12 times.
Yeah, something like that. No, it's just like, do you have arguments with that you'll do you have arguments with yourself?
It was in a shower argument. It wasn't an OCD thing.
No.
He was talking to an imaginary black guy in the shower.
Yeah.
The guy who wheelbarrowed him out of that fucking bar.
Now let me tell you something. I dared you, but I didn't think you would do it.
You know when
My dad won't look me in the eye anymore.
No, you know when I conditioned myself to say it, which, and this is gonna sound bad, but I used to I really sucked at Madden, and it was always once when a certain receiver would drop the ball or something, it would come flying out of my mouth.
Really?
Yeah,
The old school John Madden, if you get your hands on it, you gotta catch it.
yeah.
But apparently you just went straight to, that's rich.
Are you the dude I used to play on Madden and Xbox Live all the time?
Yeah, no, this was the PS3 days.
John's making me really question if about that racial harmony in Worcester. This is a place that has a wait.
John, you said there was racial harmony in Worcester?
I don't think I said it.
No,
Oh, I know what you're talking about, actually.
Yeah. No, I mean this is a place that has a pond. That's a real place, and it's near a university.
Oh, is that the one
I'm
near
pretty
Clark?
sure that's not the official name, Glenn.
Or no, not Clark. What's that other one?
I thought it
WPI.
I thought it was near Clark, but you might be right.
Well, Clark is Maine South. I can't think of a lake that's near there, unless you're talking about Mill Pond.
I mean, it's a pond.
Oh, is it a pond?
It's a pond.
Then there's a lake kind of near where the Park and Grill is, like Park Ave. There's a park there. That's where WPI is. So there's a couple of options. I've been in Worcester for 5-6 years now, and I've never heard of
That Hooker
reference.
Pond?
No.
Glenn's mom's got her headphones in.
No, she's doing something. I told her to hide in her room for her own benefit. This whole pond lake scenario. I don't know if we've ever actually given a decent description of what Dylan generally looks like on a day-to-day basis. But picture Bill Murray in Caddyshack.
Yeah. Is it that all ponds are lakes, or not all lakes are ponds? Is that how that works?
I don't know if that actually applies to this one.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't know if that's applicable.
No, a pond is an isolated body of water, though, right?
Yeah,
It doesn't have an outlet. A lake has to have an outlet, right?
I believe that's exactly right, John.
Okay. So you can't. So yeah, that doesn't apply at all. Shit. All right.
Yeah. I mean, a pond could be a reservoir.
No, a reservoir would have to be a lake because it has an outlet.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right again, John. I appreciate you being here to recognize different bodies of water.
All right.
That's an argument that Glenn and I often have. Is, lakes, ponds, There is no pond.
Reservoir.
There's no pond superior, is what I always say. And he's like, Dylan, you're just a fucking drunk. And,
I wonder if that's safe drinking water.
Which one?
The Great Lakes. Why are we worried about drinking water?
No,
in this
you
country?
don't want to drink that water at the Great
No?
Lakes.
No.
No, think of the shipping that goes through. It's not great.
The water that comes out of our tap is literally like the same water that's in our toilets. Just run through a
Yeah.
plant.
Yeah.
By plant, he means industrial plant, not like a tree.
My my
Who
house
would
is.
think I meant a tree?
I have well water in my house.
Some of our listeners.
Fair enough.
I have well water.
You have well water.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sometimes it gets a little sedimenty.
Does it taste better though?
No, I don't drink it. It tastes kind of sour.
You think you're gonna get kidney stones?
I don't drink it anymore.
I know, but you did.
Like I haven't drank it for like 10 years, so I think if I was gonna get kidney stones, it would have happened by now.
Yeah, it seems like well water is like really hit or miss. Like I've been to some people's house where it's like I have well water and it comes out like almost like sapphire, like beautiful, like
Yeah.
oh, delicious well water. And then other places, you're right, it's like here's your cup of gravel. you know?
Yeah. The only thing I think I use it for is ice. So sometimes at the end of a drink when there's just melted ice left, I'll sip and
You
it'll
just
be
have
all
sand at the bottom of your
it'll be
glass.
like sandy and sour. I'm just like, ugh, what the fuck is this, man?
Ugh.
Yeah.
So Jeffrey Joseph. No, but
Jeff, I've been trying to distract them. They really want your ass.
No, we're only using him to transition to someone else.
no, we're not. We're
Oh, we're not gonna.
no, not
right.
at all.
We're not going to talk about what?
No, we're trying to get onto the. We're trying.
Oh, don't say her name.
Oh, I don't give a. Yeah,
Fuck.
let's not give her any pub.
All right,
Let's not give her any pub. Let's just leave this as the
cut that part out. No, I don't want to get punched again, dude.
Why not?
It's,
I mean, she's a big girl. She can definitely probably put her weight behind that elbow.
no, it's a typical girl punch. It doesn't hurt.
Oh, well then.
It's just because I'm not confrontational. I can't hit her back. You know, it's a lose-lose for me.
Just hit her in the fupa.
It's a lose-lose.
It's a big fupa.
Smack her titty.
And then last time it wasn't. Last time it didn't hurt me. Like I was like laughing, and she's like, "Do you want me to go get a black guy to beat the shit out of you?" I was like, "Why would you like specifically say
Why would you
black guy?"
specify black?
Yeah.
Because I'm paying his phone bill. Yeah.
I'm like,
He's
this
got to
black guy's-
punch people for me.
I'm not just scared of black people. You could have said Puerto Rican. I'd probably be more scared there than knife.
Yeah, the stab.
What about a big Russian or an Arab?
Yeah, I don't know how many of those are in Worcester. There's a few, but I don't think they're hanging out with fucking.
What about a big old like
I don't even wanna-
French Canadian lumberjack type?
Uh,
I'm just thinking of like different guys that I think about when I jerk off.
Would you get intimidated by like any French Canadian person at this point? Like the idea of getting intimidated by a French Canadian person, to me, sounds a bit ridiculous. Other than like that guy, GSP, George St. Pierre.
George. Well, yeah, that's different. I mean, the French. Actually, so my mom was born in Canada, right?
Yeah.
She still has some friends that'll visit us from time to time from
Yeah.
from the Great North,
Mm.
and he
Some of them are tough, right?
and he they'll drive around Quebec to get here.
Oh, okay. So
The French Canadians just generally suck.
I see.
I don't know. I don't know about being afraid of them though.
So you're talking about like
That's
the
what I was
metro.
gonna say. It's not about being afraid of them. It's just generally not wanting to have to deal with them.
That is accurate.
Your uncle's wife is a French Canadian.
Yeah, but she doesn't look French Canadian.
Are you kidding?
You gotta get your mom on mic.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sure
I'm
there's
not gonna
like
get it.
cool. There's probably cool French Canadian people in the suburbs, like the metropolitan ones. It's like, you know, comparing someone that lives in Manhattan to someone that lives in like
Cumberland.
I was gonna say like White Plains or something. I was
White
doing
Plains,
a
New York?
Yeah, like White Plains, New York.
Is that a
I don't know,
Canadian heavy area?
No. I'm just saying like there's a bit. They're not that far apart, but there's a big difference between someone from Manhattan and someone from White Plains.
Manhattan versus Staten Island or Long Island.
Yeah,
even.
true. I should have gone that way. I went to Westchester.
You're getting too
County.
esoteric.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
I'd be afraid of the ones that are like living out. I'm afraid of farmers. You know, those guys are strong. They got hands on them. You know, those are a lot of pig farmers.
I'm basically only afraid of pikeys.
How many farmers just aren't using? Aren't most farmers just using migrant field labor at this point, though?
Not
Like
in
how
Canada.
many people that own in Canada?
Not in the Canada.
Yeah, they don't get up that far north.
No.
Like how many farmers? Like some guy's like, oh, I own a farm. Is he getting his hands dirty? I doubt it. But for the most part,
I don't know at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know. They don't make that much money, those farmers. So, you know.
Yeah.
It depends on if it's financially viable for them. I think.
yeah.
I could be wrong though. But are we actually going to get into the local fucking
Yeah.
bullshit?
Jeffrey Joseph?
Didn't you do an interview with Danuccio?
He did a bit of it. Well, actually, this is funny.
Is that going to get sliced in?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
The plan is, I actually got questions with a few people.
Yeah.
The plan is on this one to just put in a few snippets at the beginning to like frame the context of like the open mic wars, so to speak. But I also recorded like an hour and 15 minutes that started with me talking with Steve, and Jeffrey Joseph and a couple of other people just came in and like talked over Steve. Basically, all this, it was super annoying. So I'm gonna cut that up too.
Yeah. All right. That sounds annoying.
What's
I'm
funny
hoping
about
it'll be good radio at least.
what's funny about this situation is that like
I already asked Steve.
what's funny about this situation is that when we were down in Austin, right? You know Chris Mueller. He had us like. Have you seen his videos that he's posted?
No, I haven't seen his videos.
So he did this like long interview with.
Nobody's seen him.
Where
I
has he
don't
been?
think. Have they?
Oh, dude, he got 100 views in like 2 hours.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. No, so he
We
did an
really
interview-
need 3
he-
mics next time.
He did, yeah. I'm get on, Dilly. You can get on that.
I have a mic.
I know, but it doesn't fit. So get an adapter, Chief. Right? What am I missing?
Oh, you need the 35 millimeter into a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need it into the what are those eyes for?
Radio Shack's closed. It's hard to find that stuff. Maybe Best Buy.
No,
I guess.
Guitar Center has a
Guitar
bunch
Center.
of-
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it doesn't.
We went to Guitar Center.
Right, we did.
This is not good radio. We'll talk about the mics later.
Well, if anybody's wondering why
I'm
you
just
hear-
saying we need 3 of them.
So when we were down in Austin, like there was an interview with Steve Danuccio that Chris had us like kind of critique, I guess, his interview.
Yeah.
And we got into a raging argument about this exact scenario, and it got cut out of cut out of his video.
I really need to see if I can get that audio from him.
Yeah, well,
I really need to see if I can get that audio from him for the thing I'm making where Steve and Jeff argue, basically. And see if I can just wrap all the open mic arguments up into one and show everybody how much of a clusterfuck this is right now.
well, it's really just the same fucking argument. Sorry, John. It's it makes me want to speak quicker when you're like up in my face, like about to cut me off.
I'm gonna share the mic with John. John's chiller.
Can we lay it like? So basically, Jeffrey Joseph started a mic in Woonsocket that starts at the exact same time, the exact same date as Pub on Park starts in Cranston. Okay, and Steve Danuccio's not happy.
No, he's not happy.
Was it just Jeffrey Joseph, though? Because my understanding of it was that it was like a coalition.
So I don't know. I saw him promoting it first without anybody. Then I see he's using the same flyer comedy sticker on it now. And I'm just like, okay, my original thinking was she just saw that he had it, knew he's easy to take
And
advantage
got herself involved.
And yes, just knew she could take advantage of it. You know? That was my original thinking because I'm like Jeffrey Joseph is like very you could tell that kid to jump off a cliff and he would. Like he's not all there, you know? So it'd be easy to take advantage of him and I'm like, yeah, she sees that she's a fucking vulture and she sunk her teeth in. You know? That was my original thinking. But now like Marvin Wells is involved too. So it might be like a whole coalition. I don't know.
Shout out Marvin Marv.
Yeah, I have no problem
Love
with Marvin
you, Grandpa.
Wells.
Yeah, everybody likes Marvin Wells.
Yeah, everybody loves him.
It was definitely not Marvin's idea.
No, I think he's
Marvin,
just like
it's literally across the street from where he lives. So why wouldn't he get involved?
I love that even though people like it's like there are 3 people involved in the thing that we don't like, quote unquote. 2 of them are evil motherfuckers in our eyes, but we all like Marv. You know what I'm saying?
Jeffrey Joseph isn't evil.
He's not
He's
evil.
creepy. He creeps me out, which isn't easy to do. He legitimately, I get the creeps from the kid. It's. I'm sorry,
He's a little
Jeffrey,
creepy.
but it's true. You gotta stop being. You gotta be less you. The shit that you do, the fact that you memorize my whole like social calendar, and not just me, like every comic, you get on stage and you beg to be on fucking podcasts, dude. It's weird. It's weird. Just have conversations with people and do your jokes on stage. And every time someone tells you to do a joke, don't be like, oh, I gotta get paid $1 for that.
It's like it gives me agita.
Yes.
Like it makes me like
It
puts me on edge.
I was like squirming in my seat on Monday when he got on stage. He made me physically
he
uncomfortable.
blocked me.
He blocked you.
He blocked me for like 3 days.
Oh yeah, you told
because
me.
we were in a conversation and I was like, dude, the way you're approaching this, we were talking about like time spent doing comedy.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I did 2 months back in 2019, and then I did 4 months in 2020, and now I've done 3 months now. So I'm like a year in. And I'm like, no, how many times have you gotten up since this last time that you came back from quitting?
Yeah.
That's how long you've been doing it. You don't get to quit and then add it all up.
And is
then he didn't want to listen, and I was like, listen, dude, this might not be for you, because you're not handling this criticism, and you need to be tough to be in this business. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna get critiqued a lot, and you're gonna get downright, like, beat down and insulted a lot. You know, people who don't know what they're talking about are gonna talk shit, and people who do know what they're talking about are going to try to help you, which might hurt to hear, you know? And
No,
he
that's
blocked
good
me
advice.
for 3 days.
That's good advice. Here's the thing: could you say he's even doing comedy? What he's doing right now?
No, it's not. It's not comedy. It's not fucking comedy.
No, it's not. It's this weird.
It's an abortion of
it's
a set.
performance art. Is at best you could say it's performance art.
Well, even you said that you had seen him have a good set.
What?
Last night, I thought that... Oh, I think I got a ride home with Alex. Alex said that he had seen him have a good set before.
That's not surprising.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna question Alex next time I see him.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have.
Like, how exactly did this set
How
go?
high was Alex when you talked to him?
He definitely was also like, yeah, Jeffrey Joseph's kind of creepy.
He was,
but he was like,
dude,
I have seen, because I was saying, like, maybe he could be good someday. Maybe if he keeps working on it and adjusts his attitude, you know. And he was like, I've seen him do okay before, but
Okay.
he needs to adjust his attitude.
By the way,
That's all.
Did Alex Iovino-
dude, a big chunk of comedy is just having the right attitude.
totally. Does Alex Iovino, did he have merch at one point? Or did Jeffrey Joseph make an Alex Iovino t-shirt? That one he was wearing on Monday.
I'm pretty sure Jeffrey Joseph just made those t-shirts.
That being said, I want one. I do want an Alex Iovino 2020 t-shirt.
2024.
20, whatever. I do want an Alex Iovino
What a weird
presidential
kid.
t-shirt, but yeah. He
What?
also said at one point he was going to make free Dylan Walsh t-shirts. So Jeffrey, if you're listening, make those T-shirts.
I might buy that one, dude. What a crazy motherfucker that is.
You would buy a free Dylan Walsh T-shirt, right?
I love that Black Pussy T-shirt you had on the other day. That was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a band, but I also like the idea of it just being like that's your Pizzagate whistle.
Yeah.
I also like the idea of me just having a T-shirt, like advertising the idea of Black Pussy.
Yeah. No, it's
Like I love Black Pussy. Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't know it was a band, and I thought that's what the T-shirt was. So,
And I love that one's got Pam Grier on it too.
is that who that was?
Yeah, that's her. That's the poster from Coffee, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, she was in every black
Blaxploitation.
exploitation movie back then.
She cut a guy's dick off. She was the original Lorena Bobbitt. The original Lorena Bobbitt was black. That's cultural appropriation.
You know what's funny is Dylan has a like a spandex version of this T-shirt.
No, I have a sort of like form-fitting.
Yeah.
It's almost like Under Armour stuff.
Yeah.
And it's a giant Nicki Minaj face.
Well,
That's
it's
awesome.
not just her face either, because it's got a little bit of the cleave on there, and it's right on his nice rotund belly.
Yeah.
That-
I bought
That
a
is true. She looks like she's got big tits when it's on my fucking gut.
I bought a form-fitting T-shirt to go hiking with, so bugs can't crawl under it. So it's like tight to the skin.
How's that feel?
It feels good. It looks like I would never, if someone ever caught me in that and took a picture, I'd be like, I'd move to a different town.
Like, you wouldn't fuck with that T-shirt on. You'd
No.
You'd be like, what's the point?
No.
I'm just...
My whole life is now devoted to getting a picture of
You're gonna
you
have to
in
like
that T-shirt.
scope out trails in central Massachusetts and wait
You're
for me.
you're saying that like I don't already scope out trails in Western Massachusetts.
Central. Oh shit! I shouldn't have corrected you.
Oh, yeah, everyone in Central Mass hates it when you call it Western Mass. Like, anything that's on... But to anybody else... Like,
Anything
that's
east of Worcester, you can't call Central Mass.
I know, but you gotta understand, like, to anybody that doesn't live in Central Mass, anything west of fucking 95 is Western Mass.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they don't, because they don't even say, like, if I'm talking to a Boston comic, they're like, oh, you live in Western Mass. I'm like, dude, I'm 40 minutes away, or I'm less than 40 minutes, now that they got rid of the toll booths. I'm like barely a half hour away from Boston. So it's like, and there's another 2.5 hours left of the state if you keep driving west.
To Pittsfield.
To Pittsfield and fucking
That's a
West
place.
Stockbridge, I think, is the last town on the pike.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know, but, like, still, you know what I'm saying.
I guess so, but like...
No, but, like, gee, it is funny, though. It's just, like, there's Boston and then there's everywhere.
Yeah, because Boston people think this, like, one little sliver of Massachusetts is Eastern Mass, and then, like, everything else is Western. It's like, no, there's a lot more.
Now, this is niche. Like, because, dude, like, my roommate in college was from California, and I went to UMass, right? Out in Amherst. That's
Yeah.
Western Mass. Would you consider that Western Mass? It's right where Central
Yeah,
Western-
anything more than, like, 20 minutes past Worcester is Western Mass. As soon as you're on the pike past, like, Sturbridge, you're in Western Mass.
All right. So I'm in Amherst, and, like, my roommate at the time, Adam Polbanger, he was the fourth string hockey water polo goalie, and he couldn't point out Massachusetts on a map.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Where's he from?
California.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not, dude. When we were in Austin.
I honestly think that U.S. Americans cannot locate...
No, like dude, when we were in Austin, we tell people we're from Providence. They'd be like, "Where?" We're like, "Rhode Island." They'd be like, "Where?" I'm like,
Boston.
They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, okay," because
They don't know the name of Massachusetts?
Dude,
Can't-
people. Well, we never said Mass because we're not from.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I lived in Boston for like what, 12 years.
No, I remember...
You know what the problem was? Was it was Texas. We should have gone Rhode Island and Providence plantations. They would have been
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, right, the plantation place.
I just
right."
found out about that recently, which is pretty
It's
cool.
so stupid that they dropped it.
They
This-
haven't yet.
That's a total misunderstanding of the term plantation in and of itself is not racist. There are plantations all around the world. It's
Yeah.
if anything, I'm gonna say that like it's kind of fucked up that they put that forward because it was sort of dependent on like oh, black people won't know what this is actually about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And white people will just go along with it. These people are ignorant enough that they won't understand the difference and just will jump at a word. It's so ridiculous.
Well, I remember hearing on TV some talking head on some news channel saying, like, some band that has, like, noose as, like, symbology of their band. They're like, oh, this must be a racist band because they use the noose. And the noose is what they used to hang black people with. And they're like, that's what they used to hang everybody with. It wasn't like, you don't get to co-opt the noose.
And also, like, what if they're using that as a symbol of, like, is the song, Strange Fruit
I think
now
the band,
racist because it's about lynching?
I think the band
You know what I mean?
itself wasn't far off from the band in American History X. Like, I think, like, it pretty much was a racist band, like a white power band, but... Like,
I'm not saying they weren't. I'm not saying they weren't.
But no,
but
it's
what
not a
if they
good point
weren't?
to make. Like, her point is still invalid. Her point about the noose is still invalid. You know?
Totally.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that there are black punk bands that use nooses and that kind of imagery as well.
Yeah.
The imagery itself is not the problem.
I think
people don't want to look up the context.
I think-
it takes too much mental energy. It's so... People are so just intellectually lazy these days, and the media is reliant on them being intellectually lazy.
Wouldn't a black punk band be called Sucka instead of punk?
It would be called
Sucker.
Death or
It'd be
Bad
Sucker Rock.
Brains, you know.
Sucka.
Body Count.
That's like, you know what's actually funny? It's, speaking of looking up context, like I looked up. Well, no, like I've been doing a joke about like how dumb of a name Juneteenth is,
Oh yeah.
and people are like, dude, that's racist.
Like, you can tell who named that holiday.
Well, I'm just saying, people are like, oh, that's racist, and then we actually looked it up. There's no real rational, there's no reason why it's called Juneteenth.
Yeah.
There's zero reason. It's
Yeah.
just named that. We're gonna celebrate it somewhere between June 12th and June 20th.
I thought it's when they got all their dental work done.
It's like the patriotic version of Freaknik, dude. It's no big deal.
Well, yeah, it's just a dumb name. Like,
Yeah.
why couldn't we just call it Emancipation Day? Too many syllables?
Well, wasn't there Emancipation Day was the day the British left Manhattan? Or no, that was Evacuation Day, or something.
What, Shitting Day?
No, the
I learned all of my history from Hamilton.
The day
so
that-
I'm pretty sure. Which rap is this?
I don't,
Which cipher was Emancipation Day?
I don't know. The last area the British ever occupied during the Revolution was like New York City, and the day they left is called, I think it's Evacuation Day.
I don't
That
know.
was like
You're
the
on your
last.
own.
That was like the day.
Here
like, it
or
was
in
the-
Britain?
There's no New York City in Britain.
No,
we were emancipated from the British, so it would be here.
Yeah,
no,
it
but
was
you
like
said Evacuation
it was
Day,
like the
which
last-
would make me think it would be the British. If it was Evacuation Day,
yeah.
that's why I'm asking. But
I've been
is that like a New York holiday?
No, it's
No.
no one like celebrates. it.
Yeah, no, it's like
It
only...
just you'll see it on like a calendar that marks like it'll mark like Grandfather's Day too, but no one celebrates Grandfather's
Yeah.
Day.
You know, like...
Talk like a pirate day.
Yeah, it's like it's like Secretary's Day, you
Yeah.
know?
Is there a July month like how June is Pride Month?
I fucking hope not.
Does
Probably.
July have anything?
I'm sure there is. I'm sure it's like...
I didn't realize every month needed to be something.
Of course it does, man.
Yeah, it does.
When I was younger, it was just Black Pride Month. When I was younger, it was just Black Pride Death to Whitey Month, which I understand. We got to give them something. We're not going to give them any land or money,
This is
you know. So we gave them a month,
Oh, boy.
and we said, okay, don't kill us for another few decades, please. Anyway, we have big gates, so that's what we use the decades with.
John, are you happy that you chose to be on the podcast?
No, this is great. This is good for my image. No one thinks I'm a racist anyway, so you know it's not going to hurt me at all.
You should hear the stuff John's been saying when the mic's cut off, dude. He is
Not
so racist. No, we're actually we've decided, because we're cum boys, we get to totally skirt the these guys are fascists thing, and we're going to be the dirtbag left.
Yeah.
So we get to say all the racist shit we want, but because we call ourselves the dirtbag left, or other people call us the dirtbag left, reporters, we're the dirtbag left. Keep on just pushing that term along. You know, even though we say exactly the same shit, just because we don't support Trump and don't support Biden either, or just because we think it's all ridiculous, somehow the left will want to claim us, I'm pretty sure. Okay, lefties, I'll suck your dick.
Yeah, I don't know.
I won't suck your fucking dick, you fucking lefties. Commies.
I'm a big Liz Warren fan. You know, I just think she's great. She's definitely not guilty of cultural appropriation
Dude,
or anything like that.
Who's Liz Warren? Is that the president now?
Elizabeth.
No.
Asia Argento?
Yeah.
Is Asia Argento the president?
And who's that girl from New York? With the big fucking
AOC.
tits? Yeah, her.
Yeah. No, that's the part of the party that I can't fucking stand myself.
Yeah,
Ayo
it's just like
Kamala?
it's like that's like the annoying girl at a house
That's what it
party.
says. Hey, yo, Kamala!
Like in your like late 20s when you're like, oh, I'm getting too old for house parties.
No, you know
And
when I
she
had
like puts the nail in the coffin. You're like, yeah, I'm never going to another house party because you ran into AOC.
No,
You know.
I had one of those.
You ran into RRJ.
I had a problem. I actually had that situation happen. It was like a Halloween party when I was like 33. Like I put zero effort into it was the last time I even attempted to dress up for a fucking party.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was having this conversation in the somebody asked me they were asking me work shit, right? Like
Yeah.
when I was working in the office. And I mentioned that I worked with a really smart Vietnamese girl, but she could barely speak English. So I was like, she's really smart. She could be but she's never going to make management because she can't fucking speak the language.
What was it? The early years of Jaylene Tran.
You know,
Boys, don't buy me French fries at McDonald's. Just because I don't ask for them doesn't mean you should buy them. Should not buy. I forget how the joke goes.
Yeah,
it sucks.
We're butchering a bad joke.
Yeah. Boys, and then he talked to her.
I love how that was an Indian.
Then he
accent,
talked to her
by the way.
off stage, and she her accent is so slight you wouldn't even notice it. But she gets on stage just like, oh, hello. And she's like, what are you doing? I guess it's an act, but whatever.
Yeah. No, that's... Yeah, you got to play to your strengths. You
Oh,
know?
God, I'm really not... I'm just picking the wrong targets at this point.
Oh, yeah, you are.
She's safe. That's why she...
Do you like Esther Koo?
I listened to her fucking podcast.
I find Esther Koo fucking hilarious.
I don't think she's good on stage. I think she's
Oh, I
funny
love her
during
on
interviews.
stage. I love
I
her.
don't know. I saw...
The whole...
Yeah.
I think she's fucking so
I saw her
funny.
do Gotham
but,
Comedy Live, and it just really sucked. It really sucked.
I think it's like a particular taste.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely understand why other people wouldn't like it, but I personally, I think she's funny.
I think she
But
probably...
the pigtails and the whole, like...
Yeah.
She's totally just making
super
fun
cute,
of,
too.
like,
She's
the
super cute.
infantilization of Asian women.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah.
Here, white guy explaining Asian woman's act. But, like, I don't know. I think I get it, and I think it's really fun. You'd think I'd be fatter, too.
Yeah.
But this is because he doesn't eat anything. He just drinks.
And when I see you sweating like that, I worry that you relapsed, and I'm like, oh, fuck. But now I know you're good.
No,
Okay.
it's alcohol and methadone. The combo makes you sweat like a pig.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it does. And he also doesn't own shorts, apparently.
That's a cool look.
Look how white those fucking legs are.
I know.
Jesus
I know.
Christ, you're translucent.
Look at those fucking calves.
Look at that
though.
bulging
You
definition.
really want to do this?
Look at that calf.
Yeah.
I think I got you beat on definition, definitely.
Not on overall
No,
bulge,
you
though.
don't.
Not on overall bulge. I'm probably losing, honestly. I'm might be in last place on this.
Look at these things. You got
that's
nothing
great.
on that definition.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty...
goddamn. Look
You've
at
got
that.
like a calf on a calf.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
No, alright, I give it up.
Yeah, no, it's like
Glenn
I took
is a
steroids
fucking-
and just my
Glenn
cat.
has
Oh, yeah.
nice legs. Let's admit it, ladies and gentlemen.
It's true.
He's got a nice tan on him too. Oh, that's from the
It's from the
shorts.
FedEx thing.
Yeah,
It's from the FedEx thing.
shorts at FedEx.
Yeah, it's from the FedEx.
Yeah,
thing.
because you definitely haven't been to the beach. You have
I'm
no.
from Southern Poland
Yeah.
as well. I'm Southern Polish.
Oh, he's Southern Polish.
Yeah.
Guys, I have like a really funny joke. What if it was Fag-X?
Thanks, Jeffrey. Jeffrey Joseph just made his first appearance on the podcast.
No, that's too good for Jeffrey
That's
Joseph.
a good point. That's a good point.
I
I feel like, to be honest with you, I feel like his ceiling is Alex Iovino.
Yeah. No, dude, I had Alex. I did a roast battle.
Can be very funny sometimes.
I know, that's what I'm
Why
saying.
did he have a stroke on stage at the roast battle? What the fuck was that?
Who, Alex?
Yeah,
He loves,
Dylan.
he
Dylan
loves
was there.
roast.
Let Dylan talk about it.
Yeah.
I think that it was a combination of he got there like literally as he was going up,
Yeah.
which he has told me he hates. Like
Be on time then, dude.
I,
not you,
there,
but him.
There was like a
I
couple
know.
of crashes. It was difficult.
Yeah, Nicole and
I'm
Nick were,
just
like,
I'm not
too.
saying what's right or wrong or whatever. I'm just saying like what I think happened. I think he was not prepared to go right on stage. And I also think he didn't want to go that hard at Brianna because
guess so.
she's a chick and she's Corey's girlfriend. I think it was like almost an unfair matchup in a way. Like, it should have been Corey versus Brianna.
It's gonna be Trevor versus Brianna next round.
Oh, God, that would have been horrendous.
Well, I hope Trevor tears her apart. Like, I felt like Alex wasn't willing to go that hard. Because Alex is a good roaster.
Trevor might have a secret formula
Well,
to
it might-
guarantee such. Damn it! Oh God, if Corey listens to this,
he's not going to listen
Okay,
to this.
cool.
Neither is she.
yeah,
Like,
Brianna's ready
it
for.
might, I mean, there's a chance it could
Trevor
get back
this
to
time.
them.
So
But-
he's gonna be good.
No. But, I mean, dude, Jimmy James was supposed to roast her originally, right?
Yeah, Jimmy James fucking didn't want to do it. Didn't want to cause problems. I asked Rory. Rory said no, I don't want to do it. Then I asked Alex, and Alex agreed to. Then Rory comes back a couple days later. Hey, fuck it, I'll do it.
Rory said that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just like, fuck, I already got Alex on it, and I wish, like, I just put Rory on it, because Rory would have been good enough to beat her. Easily.
Oh, yeah. Wait, Alex didn't beat Brianna?
No.
Yeah, let's be honest. There's no reason that Brianna should be entering this level of
I didn't think... Dude, I had her
Comedy
because...
scene.
But I want to say, in general, to all of you guys, we just need to accept that we're talking shit about people in the scene and
Yeah.
stop being like, oh, wait, did I say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to mention these names without not these names. If people don't want to have shit talked about them on the podcast, be better. This is what makes the scene improve.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
let's do
That's a rich take on that. I think really what we're doing is just airing out all the shit that we say behind everyone's back.
Someone's calling you, Dylan. Does that cut off the recording?
I would much rather people talk about me to my face than behind my back.
Yeah, same here. And I'm often a victim of people. Like, people never want to talk to me my face. Especially since...
It doesn't fuck up the recording, but good,
Okay.
thank you for that.
Okay. Do you guys want to take a smoke break? We're an hour.
Good buddy.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, let's do that.
Hey, somebody...
All right, let's leave all the stuff like.
Hey, not bad.
Where
We
it
did not
is.
beat that air.
You like my hat?
Yeah.
Why do you like my hat?
It's just, it's like, because it's like a hat an old person would wear.
Oh, yeah, that's sort of what
Yeah.
I'm going for.
Yeah,
That's my fashion choice.
it's pretty cool.
I
Speaking
like.
of old people, Steven Denuccio's not happy.
Steven Denuccio is not happy. That's true.
Yeah. He's a listener, right? He listens.
I don't think he listens.
All right. Like,
I certainly don't think he listens regularly. He may have heard it. I don't think Steve Denuccio has time to listen to hour-plus podcasts. You know what I mean?
so here's the drama. Here's what, like, we all got together to talk about. So, Pullman Park is
Well,
like...
we did just want to have you on the podcast in general.
Yeah.
But the reason we got you this
I
week...
asked you guys if I could be on because I actually like the podcast. So...
And we love you too, John. Let me suck on your tit for a little bit.
No.
But say what you were going to say. I'm sorry.
So, I don't know why I'm running. I'm running the. I'm the opie. I'm opieing this right now. But
Opiate hard.
yeah. So Stephen DiNuccio has been running Pub on Park for 8 years now, and Jeffrey Joseph, the guy who we've been shitting on throughout the episode, started his own mic in Woonsocket, whereas Pub on Park is in Cranston. So it's at the same exact time on Mondays. So Stephen DiNuccio sees this as, oh, you're stealing my business. I think maybe he's stealing some of his business, but honestly, here's the thing: how long does it take to get from Woonsocket to Cranston?
It takes about, assuming normal traffic at 7:30, I'd say it takes maybe 25 minutes.
Okay, they're on opposite ends of they're on the opposite side of Providence.
Yeah. Wait.
I don't.
Yeah. Well, yeah. They're Cranston's definitely closer to Providence than Worcester. Than Woonsocket.
Yeah,
but
that's true. But they're still one's south of Providence, one's north of Providence.
correct. It's a nice halfway point for you guys in Worcester. Is
Yeah.
Woonsocket.
Yeah, actually, if certain parties weren't involved in that Woonsocket Monday, Mike, I would stop there first and then go to pub.
Well, and that's the problem. That's the issue is that they don't want to compete.
That would sort of be best for everybody, John, is if there was one. This is what the podcast last night basically came down, that started as an interview, basically came down to was me trying to get Steve to understand,
Oh no, he's not.
we
that guy.
can have one at 7 and then one at 9. You know?
But right now, they're both 7:30 list 8, Mike. Although Steven's pre-booked.
It's not completely pre-booked, and anyone can
true.
pre-book. And you're right. The problem on, and I think actually Jeffrey's trying to move it to Tuesday.
Yeah,
I
well,
think he
should.
got the idea and is trying to move it to Tuesday.
Yeah.
But at a
That's
minimum,
not gonna work
I think
out either.
Yeah, 'cause
I
if he
think
thought
it
pub
wasn't
was hard to
cool
get-
for
if he
him
thought-
to put it at the same time. Honestly, despite the fact that Winsong and I have had our little tiff or whatever, I think that Winsong will be a lot cooler with just letting another mic run than Steve will.
Also,
You don't think so, Glenn?
if here's the thing, Askew's kind of a bigger dog than Pub is at this point.
Yeah, I think that Winsong realizes that Askew will survive anyway. Which Pub will survive anyway. but-
Unless you threaten to rape people. That's how Askew will fail.
Guys, I just got allowed back in. Let's not...
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I'm back
Oh,
August
sweet.
3rd.
Okay.
Pending a personal talk.
All right. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
And I'm sure you're going to be sweet and repentive and to her for the first time in this entire fucking situation.
I've been sweet this whole time.
Yeah. Honestly, I think you should offer oral. Just offer it, put it on the table, be like, hey, I'm down to do this to make it up to you.
I don't think that that's a very good idea, John.
Okay,
thanks for
going with it. Thanks for
I
going
don't
with
think
it.
you should just offer. No, I'm trying to explain what I've learned. Is that no matter how much you think they might enjoy it, you shouldn't just offer women sex stuff ever. You should never offer to do sex stuff with women. It's wrong. Right?
Absolutely. Not for free, anyway.
So, anyways, I don't what's there to say about the whole Monday drama?
Winsong will eat your monkey for $50.
That's what I was getting. That's what I was getting at. It's just it would. Yeah. No. So the issue with it is, and we had this argument. We went at this for 45 minutes down in Austin. It's an issue of it's the money. It's the money.
Yeah.
It's the money, and it's. Are you gonna buy food in both places? Probably. They're gonna be splitting the take a little bit.
But the thing, will you buy? Some people will buy food at one place, and some people will buy it at the other place. Some people will buy drinks at one place. Some people buy it at the other place. There's a bunch of people that don't buy shit at either one.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of people that'll go to the Woonsocket, Mike, that wouldn't go all the way down to Cranston, and they haven't been going down to Cranston.
Excellent point. I don't understand how Steve, I love you so much, but I don't understand how he doesn't see that.
That's the thing. It's just and that's why I don't. And this is where I'm reading between the lines in in what he's saying, because people bring up, he goes, I don't think anybody should have a mic on Monday, or at least not at the same time. And the not at the same time is disingenuous. He doesn't want a mic on the same day
on Monday.
As period. He doesn't want it, and that is the part that irritates the shit out of me.
I'd be fine with that
but
if
then he
Pub
calls
was...
other people. He kept saying, "Well, I just don't want to see any mic fail. I don't want to see their mic fail. So why would they open a mic on the same night as ours and they're gonna fail? Why? I don't want to see that mic fail." And I kept on saying, like, yeah, but that'll still be 5 weeks. If it does fail, that'll be 5 weeks that people can get 2 performances in. And then he'd go, well, you're not thinking of it like a business. It's like, is it one or is it the other? You know? Do you not want the mic to fail, or should they just not interfere with... It's all very... Yeah, I think you're right. I think that it's... If everybody would just admit, like, the truth of their stake, that would be one, but they won't. Because Steve can't go, I don't want there to be any other mics on Monday because I want all of the money to go to Pub, because that makes it more secure that my business will continue running. He can't say that. So he has to middle ground it, and that's the fucking problem with all of this. If people were just honest, you know, the reason that people say shit like that is so that they don't go to war, you know? But I think that, like you said, there are people who would come out to the Woonsocket mic who wouldn't come out to the Cranston mic, but then they might come out to the Woonsocket mic,
because they're halfway,
get really into comedy, and go, hey, I can go do another spot if I just drive over to Cranston. It would actually probably increase traffic for both places if you got more people involved in general. And that's why I don't see why people can't see that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Johnny.
No, Double Up gets people from out of town. We had in Worcester, so I'm a Worcester-based comic. We had a Tuesday.
Sorry.
We used to have a Monday. Monday, we've always had Nick's Cabaret, not Nick's Comedy Stop. That's in Boston. Nick's Cabaret, right near Kelly Square in Worcester. Solid mic, good time. You know, tough room sometimes, good room sometimes. It's a mic. And I like that place. It's like a home. It's a home mic for a lot of the comics up in Worcester. It shut down right before the pandemic shut everything else down. But we used to have a spot called Vincent's that was like every third Monday of the month or something. Dylan's making a homemade bong.
Dylan, just wait to do that. Okay.
All right, cool. And,
sorry, no, keep going, Johnny.
And
My bad.
when they did that, so Nick's was 7:30 list, 8 o'clock mic. Vincent's was, I think, 9 o'clock list, 9:30 mic. And basically, once, like, people would be at Nick's waiting, like, and then 15 minutes before list at Vincent's, would all run over to Vincent's because it was only about a 3-minute drive, right? It was one right on top of the other. More people came out on those Mondays than any of the Mondays. People came from Boston. People came from Rhode Island. People came from New Hampshire. You know, people came from Springfield for that specific double up because it was two solid mics right in a row. You know, here's the thing: I would be on DiNuccio's side more. I don't necessarily blame him. Like, I could be like, okay, Jeffrey should start late or start early. I could see that, and if I was going to do what he did, yes, that's what I'd do. But, Steven, you also... Pub isn't the bee's knees. Pub is miss more than it's hit. I like going down there. I like hosting it. I like Steven. But you aren't running the fucking Wilbur Theater, man. Like, that's not, like, it's not the best time in the world. I bomb there more than I do well. I bomb more than I do well in general, but I especially bomb at pub. And that is the story for a lot of people. It's a mic. I don't want to say anything that's going to get me in trouble with Steven. I like Steven. I even like some of your Facebook rants. They're fun. You know? Reminds me of my father before he died of drinking.
That's wonderful. That's a good image.
But, you know, if you're... If Pub was the end-all, be-all of mics, I might be more on his side.
All right. So there's actually and I'm not saying I believe this, but there's an argument to be made that having a mic around for 8 years is actually hurting us more than it's actually helping us.
I can see that.
In this way, if a drug kingpin gets busted, what happens? The new guy comes in together, and fight it out over who's going to be the kingpin.
And
right?
hopefully it's the guy with the best shit. Usually it's the guy with the most guns. But,
most guns and just the most resources in general. Yeah. But in this case, let's say Pub died, right? Let's just say Pub just died.
Yeah.
There'd
Which
be probably
nobody wants.
No,
for the record, nobody wants Pub to die.
Right. Nobody wants Pub to die. This is a purely.
I want that to be.
This is a purely hypothetical thing. Is that if Pub died, which nobody wants, there might be 3 mics that pop up to try to fill that time slot, which in turn would give us 3 mics to do, or at least 2. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, it's not you're right. Pub's not the best room. It's not. I used to hate Pub. There was a period there where I fucking hated Pub, but now it's so It's kind of so lax that I actually relax.
That's what's great about it.
And it's been so important to so many people that I believe that people will keep doing Pub.
Yeah.
It almost feels like a rite of passage.
I wouldn't stop doing Pub.
It's
I would never stop. I would definitely host if he asked me to. He asked me to host last Monday, and he's like, "Yeah,
it's
August
like
30th."
Providence's
Sure.
Creek in the Cave.
Yes.
It's not our comedy set or
it's
comedy
not the Mecca.
store.
It's not the Mecca,
but it's maybe our Laugh Factory.
We don't have. We don't have a store in any of our scenes. We don't. There's not one room that's better than any.
I'm just saying, it's. I think that people will continue to do Pub because comedians will always say, "Well, I got my start there." And to be fair, Steve and John are awesome to new comics. Steve is really good for new comics.
Actually, there's better.
There's almost nowhere better you could send new comics than Pub, regardless of the things that aren't so great about it. So I don't think it would be taken down by a new mic, regardless.
The Park and Grill on Sundays, I heard, is the best, hands down, venue in New England.
Which one?
Park and Grill. It's called the Comedy Attic, but they can't call it that on Sundays. I don't know why. Not that I'm involved with it at all. But the Park Grill on Sundays.
Where is that?
That is 257 Park Ave, Worcester, Mass. 01604.
Fuck you. Fuck you for dropping the zip code.
I used to live by there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. When I was going to art school.
Makes sense you don't, because it's gotten a lot nicer.
It wasn't bad when I was there.
No.
Besides, the Methadone Mile nearby.
There's actually on one of the cross streets, 2 blocks down from Park Grill, there's an abortion clinic, and it's called Problem Pregnancy. It's legit called Problem Pregnancy. Look it up now. I'm not fucking lying. That's what it's called.
Is there any other kind?
Well, Planned Parenthood makes it sound
my parents thought so until I turned about 7.
What, and then they
realized that I had been a problem pregnancy.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, "Oh, look at this beautiful baby. We love this baby. Oh my god, the baby is trying to fuck the babysitter. Oh, fuck, he's too young to be doing that."
I've taken the microphone. I'm not letting another Dylan rant about random fucking and sucking go off.
Would you still fuck her as she looked at these days?
Oh,
I would still fuck almost any of my babysitters.
Oh, did you go through multiple?
We went through a bunch.
Back to topic.
And the one that I want to fuck the most, I know her mom, and her mom is still hot.
Yeah.
I would marry that bitch.
Yeah.
Lynn, if you're listening, Also Jasmine.
Oh, wait,
Also
you did this on another
Siobhan.
episode.
No shit, we can. That's why he didn't want you to.
This is fun.
Distract
Can I
me.
be the Jim? Can I be Jim Norton of this?
Well, then you have to let me hold the microphone.
Well, we'll get 3 mics.
That makes me the... Oh, because he's the Opie. That makes me the Anthony.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll think about it.
Okay. It's not. It's only a half-hour drive from me.
Yeah, no, we can.
Glenn is like, actually,
I think we
I
have
was
good
thinking
chemistry.
about dropping Dylan. You can be the Dylan.
only need 2 microphones.
No, I think Dylan. Yeah, we need 3. We need 3 microphones.
Yeah, no, you need. I think honestly, having 3 people on the podcast is so much better than having 2.
Yeah.
And like it's like you need a guest. Like you need fresh blood. You know.
You need 3 microphones.
Yes, we do.
I also love how I'm the default not have a microphone guy. And I think
It's the only way
because...
for any of us to get a word in.
Yeah,
edgewise.
no, I'm saying because I'm the one who talks the most. So you're like, let's not give him a mic. That might tamp him down a little bit.
Yeah. We're gonna run out of comics to shit on after like 3 episodes, though. We're gonna have to just start going after people we genuinely like.
Oh, Dylan
No,
does that already.
we won't. We will not run out of comics to shit on. Which brings us back around to why do we hate?
Jeffrey Joseph. I don't hate
No,
him.
I think we pretty well covered
Yeah.
the fucking topic.
Was there anything left to cover from Steve? Like the whole Mike?
Not really.
I think we
I think it's square.
We
shit
should
at
save
this
what's her
point.
name for another episode. That's worth an episode of its own.
What, Winsong?
No,
I'm leaving that one in.
No. I'm confused because
I don't
we
hate
were talking
Winsong.
about.
I think she's attractive,
I don't. I love Winsong.
and she's married to a fat guy, which makes me think I have a chance.
No, she's super nice.
He used to be like a bodybuilder, dude.
Oh,
There's some
fuck.
pictures of him from back in the day where he's straight jacked up, dude.
Yeah.
Well, he looks
That's
like
why I never fuck with him, because I'm like, I bet he's got a bunch of that, like, old steroid strength
Yeah,
still there.
he looks like a roadie.
Winsong. I'll make you come so hard you'll have another season.
No, I know, but
Dude.
roadies generally are pretty fucking strong. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, no, roadies are strong, because they
Yeah.
have to carry all the...
Oh, the shit.
But alright, we didn't say his name or anything, I
No,
don't think.
we don't-
Unless, is that your story?
No.
Am I fucking that up? I heard that story about him then, I think.
Good to know for the steroids thing.
Don't think that I haven't thought of that.
Yeah, no. Well, way to bury the lead there. I hate the fact that people. Johnny, do you know what bury the lead means?
Like cover up a story and not talk about like something that's important.
No,
Oh, okay.
no. It's like putting like the main story on a like main news story on like the page 3.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, like you're talking about literally like what the term came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
That's all
like-
that happens in modern media. Let's not get into this.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
No. But it was just a phrase that like I've said on stage before, and people are like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I mean, like, for real, like I think the context is there.
Do you know the phrase, put the cart before the horse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
No, you just went from like
no, it's a similar thing, though.
I know you went from graduate level to like 101 though.
Yeah, because I think John's stupid.
That's apparent.
Like you're talking about the philosopher Descartes. I forget his first name.
Renee.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just basically to basically we've been doing it this whole podcast. We've been like, oh, we don't like these fucking people. Oh, but then there's this stuff about the open mics and that's why I wanted to get the snippets of people talking about open mics and put them at the beginning.
Yes, and then we're going to get to the thing that those snippets are about an hour afterwards.
Yeah.
That's burying the lead.
No. You know what?
That's the title of this episode. Is going to be
Burying the lead. That's perfect.
Done and done.
You
That's
can also
it.
call it because we said we have to keep talking about it and then we don't. So that's also called a tease. We've also
Yes.
been teasing it.
Yes, we'll be giving it the good old The good old massage parlor tease.
Yeah, but at this point, we're giving the listeners blue balls.
Yeah.
Except,
I told you
we've
that.
been letting them.
Right.
We've been letting them. It's like, you know when you come but you don't really come.
Yeah.
Like you
Like a
you
soft-
ejaculate, but you
listen,
don't
my mom-
It's just
feel
like-
the
My mom-
orgasm.
My mom's right.
And then you're
Dylan, my mom's right fucking there.
like,
Can you not?
And then you're like literally using the stuff as like
Stop. Just
to
fucking.
just try to get there again. I
I'm
feel like
editing.
that's what we've been doing with this podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had a good time. I think the listeners will enjoy it.
Yeah. No, I'm sure it'll be a good time. People will enjoy the chaos that is our podcast.
You'll get like if I put this on my Instagram, we'll get like at least 3 new listeners.
That's all we're looking for.
Yeah.
We're trying to grow by thrice.
Yeah. Okay.
John is a fan. We should listen to everything he says. John,
No, but I'm not a good barometer. I'm
Dylan
not a
only
good
listens
barometer.
to his fans.
you are a good barometer because you're the kind of person that listens to the podcast. That's
Dirtbag.
we're trying to get more dirtbags. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
How do you
All right.
not see that?
I didn't say anything about that, did I?
It
Are we gonna?
sometimes it seems like you want to go for a more general audience, and it's like, Glenn, this is never going to be for a more general audience. We should just do it for the Johns.
How far are we from Ritz?
Because I would like to. What, like 8
So
minutes?
we're
We
really
got 12
close.
minutes.
8 minutes.
You guys want to get pizza or something?
Yeah, we can go get some za. All right,
Okay.
guys, this is gonna be us signing off. It's been a pleasure to have John Tyler on
Hey,
the.
thanks, guys.
on
It
the-
was this is the best podcast I've been on so far. So thank you.
That's so nice of you. I
Notice
No,
he didn't
for
tell us
real,
how
like,
many. Mike.
I really feel like so happy that you said that.
Yeah.
I hope you're not joking.
No.
I appreciate
I'll tell
it.
you the other.
I love it when Dylan goes into phone sex voice.
Yeah.
No, and we need to have you. You're right. There is a part 2 concerning
Yeah.
what's her face.
Yeah.
So we'll have to have you on again. But this
Oh,
is
that. Oh, can I just say her name?
Yeah, go for it. She's not gonna listen this far.
Yeah, fucking Serenity Clown Jones. Whatever, is that her last name?
Yeah.
Serenity Jones?
I call her big fat drunk stupid drunk blonde cunt bitch
Chick comedy.
Yeah.
chick comedy.
Yeah, we're gonna do a whole nother episode on that because, like, I've never, dude, I've had like one conversation with her, but I hate her, so like, I don't give a shit. I'm never
She's
gonna get both
apparently
with her.
beaten this young man.
Yeah.
Yes.
2 different occasions.
Well, she accosted me. You saw it.
Which is what I thought we were going to talk about. We never quite got around to it.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why I'm saying we.
Yeah.
yeah.
But
All
that's
right.
the sign of a good podcast.
Well,
right,
guys, we
John?
got
Yeah.
That's the Opie and Anthony way.
Totally.
So, all right, guys, we gotta get some food in us and go to a mic and bomb, and then hit another mic and bomb there. So
And then
it's
have
been a
sex
pleasure.
with your mom there.
That's
I'm trying to.
it's been a wonderful episode. It was great to have our first guest on, and tune in next week for whoever the fuck is on then.
It won't be me.
It might be Johnny again.
I'll do
John
it.
without
Fuck it.
Dylan, if I have
Alright.
to.
I'm not busy.
guess.
All right.
It's better than a meeting.
Love you guys. Bye.
Thanks, man. That felt good.
You had a good time?
Yeah, man. Dude, I just asked to be the 3rd mic. Fucking Lister. is
Oh, but then,
Serenity,
dude,
so-
there's totally gonna be Lazy Susan's hipsters who are like, I like the old episodes.
Can you give me
Yeah,
the,
1 through
can you
7.
give me the mic?
1 through 7 are the best.
Yeah.
John came in and all of a sudden it started being a good podcast, and that's not what Lazy Susan's is about. What's the Dealio episode 1 coming soon?
Oh, is that a solo dolo podcast?
It's gonna be me and a guest every week.
Oh, okay.
You are invited on, but I'm probably gonna have you like
Yeah.
at least 4th or 5th.
Space me out.
We're just on this one.
Yeah. We need new stuff to talk about.
I'm probably gonna have like I think Colin Felder is gonna be the first.
Oh, he hates me. Well, I don't know if he hates me, but one time I showed up at the pub.
It's still
And-
recording, by the way.
Okay, never mind.
I'll cut this out.
Yeah, but he doesn't hate me. He just told me to shut the fuck up once.
Why?
Because I was talking during a set.
He should have told you to shut the fuck
Yeah,
up.
yeah. So I was exaggerating, trying to get a nice story going.
I mean, were you trying to like
No, Rory wouldn't stop talking to me, and I just have a naturally loud voice.
Believe me, I know that problem.
Rory was on Adderall or something, just wouldn't.
Do you want me to take the mixer back, or no?
No, at this point we'll just leave it here. This becomes the tradition.
Okay. Yeah, the bus was surprisingly not that difficult.
Yeah.
It was 2 different buses, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Headphones?
Yeah. No.
Oh, where's that charger?
I'm getting everything.
Oh, you asked? I didn't even see you write that.
It's right there.
I didn't even see you write that.
Oh, well, I wrote it so I could hold it up in case.
Yeah. In case it kept happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
You weren't bad this episode, though.
No.
Whose car? I guess we'll take my car.
I'll drive over too.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you about... You're familiar with the fact that there is another open mic opening tonight.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like I know who the person is that's running it, and I know it's like a spite move, and I've also heard rumors, and I fucking can't stand rumors and shit, but I hate this particular person, so she can go fuck herself. But that she said that she wants to take over Rhode Island mics. So, yeah.
So you think that there's some kind of malicious intent in opening it at the same time on the same day?
How malicious could it be, really? It's just like it's a mic. But, like, I don't know. If you want to go into it, like, dude, the thing is, these people think that they have this, like, inflated ego, like they think it actually matters. Yeah. But I'll say that, like, it's just fucking stupid behavior. It's like, I don't know. If you want to make something happen, do something for yourself. Don't do something to fucking take someone else down or whatever. And I don't think it's really going to do anything. Like, it's probably only going to last a little bit. People are going to go a little bit, and then they're going to stop going because no one actually likes those people.
The other person's mic, you mean?
Yeah. No, pub's cool. I mean, tonight was a fucking shit show, but it happens, you know what I mean? Happens at any mic. But, like, yeah, no, I've been going to pub for years now. And, dude, they've been doing it for so long, and like you were saying to me earlier, like, they support, you know, young comics, people that want to fucking work and try and do shit and whatever. And, like, even if you fuck up or, like, do whatever, I'm not talking about you, but, like, I know, like, Steve is pretty, like, forgiving and, like, tries to still help you out because this is, like, it's better to have a creative expression instead of lashing out in other ways. You know what I'm saying? I think if anyone can provide some kind of expressive way to do something, but that's the thing, that other mic isn't providing a place to express yourself. Like, that's not what they're about. They're about their own fucking shit. They're about their own name. They're not about, like, providing something for people. Does that make sense?
For more information on local open mics, check out What's the Dealio Special Episode 1 or something. And it'll be another podcast type thing, and I'll let you guys know. Like and subscribe.